Your life is not stuck. Your brain is just repeating old patterns. You wake up with the same thoughts. You feel the same emotions. You make the same choices. And then you wonder, why is nothing changing? It's not because you don't want success. It's not because you are not capable. It's because your brain is running on autopilot. And autopilot repeats the past. So if your past was full of doubt, fear, your present will look the same. And your future will follow. This is how most people live. Same thoughts, same habits, same life. But here is the truth. You can change it. Not by forcing yourself. Not by waiting for motivation. But by rewiring your brain. Yes, rewiring. 'Cause your brain is not fixed. It is flexible. Changes based on what you do. Daily. This is called learning. This is called growth. And today, you will understand it. Simply. Let me tell you a story. A man named Alex. He always wanted to succeed. He had goals, dreams, ideas. But every time he started something, he stopped. He delayed. He distracted himself. He doubted himself. And slowly, he built a belief. I am not consistent. I am not disciplined. But this belief was not true. It was repeated. And repetition creates identity. Day. Alex reads something simple. Your brain follows patterns, not intentions. That line stayed in his mind. He realized something powerful. He was not failing because he was weak. He was failing because his brain was trained to quit. Think about this. If you repeat something daily, your brain learns it. If you delay daily, your brain learns delay. If you distract daily, your brain learns distraction. If you doubt daily, your brain learns fear. And once your brain learns something, it becomes automatic. You don't think. You just do it. This is why change feels hard. Because you are not just changing actions. You are changing patterns. And patterns are deep. But they can be changed. Slowly. With awareness. With repetition. Let's go deeper. Your brain works like a path. Every time you think something, or do something, you create a path. First, it is small, weak. But if you repeat it, it becomes stronger, faster, automatic, like a road. Now imagine this. There are two roads in your mind. One road leads to distraction. The other leads to focus. If you keep using the distraction road, it becomes smooth, easy, comfortable. And the focus road becomes weak, hard, unfamiliar. So when you try to focus, your brain says, this is difficult, go back. This is not failure. This is conditioning. Alex understood this. And instead of forcing himself, he started training his brain. Step by step. First, he reduced pressure. He didn't say, I will change everything today. He said, I will change one thing. Just one. He chose a simple habit. Work for 15 minutes. No phone. No distraction. Just 15 minutes. First, it felt uncomfortable. His mind wanted to escape. But he stayed. The next day, same thing. 15 minutes. Again. And again. After a few days, something changed. His brain stopped resisting. Because repetition creates comfort. What was once hard became normal. This is how rewiring begins. Not in big actions, but in small repeated actions. Now listen carefully. Your brain does not change by thinking. Changes by doing. You can watch motivation videos all day. But if you don't act, nothing changes. Because action creates new patterns. And patterns create new identity. Alex continued. 15 minutes became 30. 30 became 1 hour. Not fast, but real. He also changed something else. His thoughts. Because your brain listens to you. All the time. If you keep saying, I can't do this, your brain believes it. If you say, this is hard, but I'm learning, your brain adapts. Words shape thinking. Thinking shapes behavior. Behavior shapes life. So Alex changed his language. Not fake positivity, but honest strength. Instead of, "I'm lazy," he said, "I'm learning discipline." Instead of, "I always fail," he said, "I'm improving every day." Small shift, big impact. 'Cause your brain follows what you repeat. Let me tell you another story. A girl named Sophie. She was afraid of speaking English. Not because she didn't know words, but because she feared mistakes. Every time she tried to speak, her mind said, "Don't do it, you will fail." And she listened, so she stayed silent. But silence became a habit. And that habit became her identity. "I am not confident." But one day, he changed one rule. "I will speak, even if I make mistakes." The first time she felt nervous. Her voice shook. Her sentences were not perfect. But she spoke. The second time, slightly better. The third time, easier. Because fear reduces with action, not with thinking. Sophie didn't remove fear first. She acted despite fear. And action rewired her brain. Slowly, her mind learned something new. Speaking is safe. Making mistakes is okay. Nothing bad happens. And just like that, confidence started growing. Not suddenly, but gradually. This is how your brain changes. Experience by experience. Action by action. Now understand this deeply. You don't become confident by waiting. You become confident by doing. You don't become successful by planning. You become successful by acting. This is the shift you need. From thinking to doing. From fear to action. From old patterns to new habits. Now let's make it simple. How can you rewire your brain? Step by step. First, awareness. Notice your patterns. What do you repeat daily? Delay. Distraction. Negative thinking. See it clearly. Because you cannot change what you don't see. Second, start small. Very small. Don't try to change everything. Choose one habit. Practice it daily. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. Third, repeat. Again and again. Even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. Because repetition builds pathways. And pathways create behavior. Fourth, control your environment. Remove distractions. Make good habits easy. Make bad habits difficult. Because environment shapes action. Fifth, be patient. Your brain took years to build old patterns. It will take time to build new ones. But it will happen. If you don't stop. Let me tell you something important. You will feel resistance. Your mind will say, "This is hard. This is boring. This is not working." But that is normal. Because your brain wants comfort. Old patterns feel safe. New patterns feel uncomfortable. But discomfort is growth. Stay there. Stay in the discomfort. Because on the other side, change. Alex stayed. Sophie stayed. And slowly, they changed. Not because they were special, but because they were consistent. And you can do the same. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be ready. You just need to start. One small action. Today. Then repeat it tomorrow. And again. And again. Because one day, you will wake up and realize your thoughts are different. Your habits are different. Your life is different. Not because of one big moment, but because of many small ones. So don't wait. Don't delay. Your brain is listening. Your brain is learning. Right now. Train it. Guide it. Shape it. Because your future is not created by chance. It is created by patterns. And patterns can be changed. So start today. Rewire your brain. And build the life you were always meant to live.